Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
How can perspective help us deal with the tough times of this life? Welcome to this, Your Daily 180 Bible study. We're looking at Isaiah chapter 6, and we're talking about a confident life in a turbulent world. And in Isaiah chapter 6, I want us to look at the entirety of verse number 1. Notice he says, in the year that King Uzziah died. That I don't know whether he's dead or dying, but it's a distressing thing to Isaiah because Uzziah's reign had been characterized by peace and prosperity. So notice the rest of the verse. I saw the Lord sitting on a throne, high and lifted up, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Now, what I want you to see here is that Isaiah found himself at the right place at the right time. You see, because this is a distressing thing to him, and he finds himself in the presence of God, and he sees that while King Uzziah is dying, the real king is on the throne. And we need to realize in the midst, and it's so hard for us to understand sometimes when our heart is breaking and our loved one is suffering, or our loved one has died, or perhaps our loved one says, well, I don't love you anymore. Or your boss says, this job you love and has provided for your family for years, you don't have it anymore. It's hard for us to see it, but God's in charge. And He is on the throne, and He's looking out for you. That's so important. It might be that one day you'll say, in the year that I lost my job, I saw the Lord sitting on a throne. In the year that my wife died, I saw the Lord sitting on a throne. And we need to realize that He is in charge. Matthew chapter 10, beginning at verse number 29, we read these words. These are the very words of Jesus. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin, and not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Do not fear, therefore, you are of more value than many sparrows. He's saying He's looking out for you. That is, if you are a faithful child of God, He knows your struggles, He knows your pain, and He wants to help you make it in this life, and especially He wants to help you make it to eternal life. Thank you for being with us, and join us next week for your Daily 180 Bible Study.